Hello. So funny. I'm playing with new filters, but apparently we can't go live yet. And I'm not understanding the why behind the fact that I'm not allowed to go live yet, but I thought I would at least come on and pull a couple cards on video. And to also let you guys know, I do have a way you can get personal readings. There is a link in my bio that's still available that you can go through and get an in-depth personal reading. And just to let you know, so those ratings basically, they're in different categories. There's ones for like love, career. There's a one in there called Soul DNA, so you can kind of deep dive in there. But the nice thing about that, every one of those is done as a personal reading, which means when you place the order for that, you fill in your information of what you have questions or concerns that you want clarity on, and then I sit down in a setting just like this and I record a personal video for you, and I do a full reading. Which means it's not like the simple 15, 20 minute, maybe 30 minute ones that happen in my lives. It's a full reading, which means I go through everything, deep diving just for you. And then when I'm finished, I record that video and then I send you the personal link to that. And then you have access to it, watch it as often as you want. And so hopefully that makes a little sense. So you can still get readings. I just, for some reason, can't do them live right now. So, and I'm sorry, the sound in the background is my coffee pot kicking in. I'm making actually a cup of tea, and my tea kettle has decided to give me the middle finger. So I am using a regular little coffee pot to heat my water in tonight. And I am making a cup of tea right now. But let's go ahead and pull some cards and let's talk about what's going on with the energy right now. And I guess to make up for the fact that I can't come on here and do live readings, I'm just going to sit here and make a bunch of videos and just keep posting them with stuff that we're talking about. Oof, this one came right out of the top. What is this one? I guess I should put my damn glasses on and I don't know what I'm doing. Time for a nap. Oh my God, that's hysterical. Let me tell you. It's very interesting that that's the energy that came up, because it's funny. We had a forced nap last night for the 12 hours that we weren't able to get on to TikTok, and we kind of had to take a nap. But I will tell you, the interesting thing in it, I found a lot of insight into a lot of different things that are going on and what to head forward to and how I want to move forward with my business. And I wouldn't have had that time actually if I didn't have the ban and would have had to be offline, couldn't do my live readings, because usually I run those really late on Saturday nights. I mean, I'm on there till like 1 o'clock in the morning because I don't have to be up early the next morning. So let's see which other ones have come up. I know I'm chatting all over the place. So we got time for a nap, but this is talking about downtime as into getting a little more deep diving in here, because when we're so caught into something like a screen or a book or whatever that's not just us time, we don't have enough of that. I had to find some of that today, and I didn't know that this was back online until a little while later, and I took some time tonight, this afternoon, early afternoon, late morning, and took a walk and realized I'm like about a 10-minute walk from the waterfront down near where I live. It's just a little small area, but it was wonderful, and I took some great photos and stuff. I'm going to be posting different content about that. But it was awesome. And I wouldn't have had that time if I didn't have the downtime. So the next one up is Loyal Hearts. Okay. So I'm not sure if you can see that. It's so funny. Maybe this filter wasn't the best one for this reading. But it's interesting. So Loyal Hearts. And it's interesting too, because the energy on this feels a lot more about kind of playing on top of what we just talked about. This is downtime as in, you know, taking time when we're not just playing video games or watching movies. Maybe we need to just spend a little more time getting to know who we are. This one is talking about connections in our life. Connections as in friendships, relationships, or even possible relationships. Maybe you've been out of one for a long time and you've been just enjoying being by yourself, but maybe it's like, I've really got it good going on with me. Maybe I'd like to have somebody that'd like to join me in this exploration in my life. It's not about feeling like you're a half of a whole and you need somebody to complete you. Maybe it's more about these deeper connections that can really truly happen only when we make the connection in here. I tell people all the time in my readings, the most important relationship you're ever going to have is the one you have in here, the one you have with yourself on a soul level. I think that's a lot of what this is talking about. Let's pull one more card. I usually like to do at least 3 because I think it really gives us a good storyline to go with, to see where the flow is taking us. But I am liking this so far. Okay. My goodness, no place like home. It's very interesting because here we go. It's time to take some downtime. So I'm to take some me time, you know, some focus on you, get to know you better. Don't just get caught up in just finding things to distract yourself. This is about making deeper connections, not only with yourself, but to maybe step out in the world. Maybe you're more introverted and you just need to find, you need to find a way to kind of step out of your comfort zone. Maybe it turns out that you've always wanted to learn how to paint, so you decide to start taking an art class. And you don't really have to sit there and be super social, but that's taking you out of your comfort zone, and it's doing something that's soul food. You've always wanted to paint. Why not now? So sometimes making these kind of connections, it doesn't mean it has to be something super involved and crazy and something very scary, especially for somebody like me. I am a high empath that's naturally introverted. It's not easy for me to go out into crowds or people or say hello. Believe it or not, I know I chat away on here because I'm only talking to my phone. So it makes it a little easier. Let's try this. I did 3.5 months ago. I stepped outside of my comfort zone after 30 plus years of doing readings one-on-one in person to do this live TikTok thing. And it was the best thing I ever did. And you can learn to do things. You can change it anytime in your life. I'm going to be 55 years old this May. Okay. You can do this at any time. You can shift the whole trajectory of your life in just a moment. This no place like home, this is talking about here. And it's very interesting. I did another video earlier that I talked about when you are at home with who you are, when you are connected with who you are on a soul level, that kind of home, that is the real sense of home. It's a sense of home that I have found in these 3.5 months that I have never felt my whole life. I've never felt like I belonged. I never felt like I fit in. I was that odd little child that was very quiet, that loved to read, and I was very socially awkward, and I had all these abilities that I didn't really understand anything really about. And for my whole life, I think I've kind of hid away. I've hid being really busy in my life, you know, where I had a business and I was raising kids and all of these things. I just got lost, but it was a way to kind of hide. I don't want to do that anymore. This world is this incredibly beautiful, huge place that I want to explore. I heard a lady on earlier today. She was in her 50s and she had been in love with everything to do with, you know, exploring National Geographic books magazines when she was little, and they would help her explore the world. And now finally she's going to be able to do that in her 50s, physically be able to go and explore the world like she always wanted to. And that really touched something in me because I can remember being little, and that was like one of my favorite escapes was National Geographic and looking at all these amazing places all over the world. I've done some stepping out into the world. Back in 2017, I took my first trip to England, and I've been to England and Scotland and Ireland 5 times now, and I'm going back again this year. But I'm going to expand that search beyond that. I don't know what other countries I'm going to start exploring, but I am an explorer at heart, and that's something I want to do. So I thought I'd share that with you. And like I said, it's kind of silly. I really wanted to come on and do lives and do readings and help people and connect and stuff, and I wasn't able to. So I thought this might help. So from my heart to yours, I'm sending you guys so much love. Be kind to yourself. Get a little curious. The world is a huge place, my dear. Start exploring, even if it's from your laptop.